Hi, my name is Beth Lawson. I'm doing my review on the play. What did I notice about the play that was interesting, strange, or revealing? What I found interesting was in the play was the fairy. I think it was unique to have a fairy in this type of play, especially one that's in servitude to Queen Tatiana. I thought it was interesting that Shakespeare chose to include a fairy, and I also found the magic juice that he used in the play was strange as well. When I first started reading the play, I thought it was going to be like a traditional romantic play where Hermia was going to be forced to choose between her two suitors, but I liked the magical element that was added to the play. The values represented, one of the values is that it's the duty of young girls to obey their fathers. The fact that the father got to choose who the daughter marries is very different than the values that we have today. I also think it was strange that you could be breaking the law if you don't marry who your father wants you to marry. I think the actors that are performing the play were concerned about the audience's reaction to the play, which was very different. They were scared that they could be killed for offending them, and they ruined the play by messing up the lines and the characters. And at the end, the audience was told that the actors apologized if anyone was offended by the play, or they should just pretend it like it was a dream. I thought that was very strange. For what I didn't understand and I had to do additional research was I came across the word enamored when Queen Tatiana was describing the bird's song. I didn't know if that meant she liked the song or didn't like the song, so I looked it up and I found enamored meant to inspire with love, captivate, or charm. So it kind of gave me like a different perspective on that scene. How gender was depicted in the play. I think that women were depicted as being the weaker gender. Hermia was threatened to marry who her father chooses, or she was threatened with death or having to live a life of being single and like being like a nun. The masculine roles in the play were looked at as authority, and the female roles were looked at as weaker. Even when they were talking about the lion in the play, they said that the lion would scare the ladies and be very frightful. Again, showing females as being a weaker gender. I know that back then, in Shakespeare's times, men would play female characters. I know one of the male characters that kind of expressed being displeased about having to portray a female and said he had a beard, and he was reassured that he would be given a mask to be able to play. I think the Shakespeare's audience back then missed out on having a more authentic experience that they would have had if female actresses were allowed to play the female roles. Two questions I wondered about the play. First, I thought it was interesting that Demetrius and Lysander both fell under the magic spell to fall in love with Helena. I wonder what would have happened if Puck didn't save Lysander from being under the spell. I wonder what would have happened with that, and I also wonder what if he would have saved Demetrius rather than Lysander from being caught under the spell. And that's it. Thank you.